Okay, one of the most frustrating things about older games, Atari or otherwise, is that you only start out usually with 3 lives, like here in Wolfenstein 3D. You immediately drop to 2 spare lives left. Now some are okay. Here in Zork you have unlimited saves. You can sit there and do the save and restore functions within the game, and you can save as many ones as you want. Of course, in a long game like this, it's absolutely necessary to have this function. So here I am early in Wolfenstein 3D. Just started up. I have health 99, but I go around the corner and here's this guy, and I don't react fast enough, and boom, boom, I'm dead. 0 health, and I have to go use one of my lives. So the game automatically starts up again, showing me with only 1 life. I'm back to 100%. So if I go back there and I find this guy and I get through it with no problem, well, it's time to save, or maybe stretch it a little bit to the next section and save after that. If you get there and you have 100%, then you're good to go. But you'll notice after I killed these guys, there's a little white box over there, which is the health. You see I have 91% health. I go there, boom, I'm 100. Time to save. So what do? I go to the STeem menu up here. I say save. Now you'll notice here that I have a lot of different saves for different games, and I have different versions. So I just click on one of them and overwrite if I want, and then I have it saved for later use. And not only can you do that, but you'll notice that Steam has a nice built-in menu here that you can just select one of the previous few saves you have, and you're good to go. So here's Asteroids, and you get 3 lives again. You start out with 3, you're down to 2 immediately, and you play until you die. So here I made it through the first round near the end here, and I have one last asteroid to go. And as soon as I get that last asteroid, let me get him here, boom, I hit the menu and I save, because I want to be able to restore this later on. So once the save's complete, I can continue playing. If I get killed this round, I just go back to this save until I have a perfect game. Then rinse and repeat. Now to save a game, you have to tab out of the game you're in and into the emulators menu. Well, Steam has another feature that makes it even easier. You simply go up to the upper right-hand corner here of the emulator, and you'll see a little lightning bolt. That's the shortcut menu. So you click on it, and you'll open up another dialog box where you can configure shortcuts for the emulator. Now it already has a bunch of the standard keys on the ST mapped, but I'm going to click on the Add New button to create a new shortcut for use with saving games. So once you click on that, another dialog box or section will open up, and you go to click on the first section and you press a key. In this case, I'm going to use the F5 and F6 for save and restore. So I hit F5, I go over here to this drop down, and there's a large number of things to choose from here, some of which are the save game that we're looking for. So we scroll down until we find that section down here. And we'll talk a little bit because there's several different things you can do. So for me, I want to just go ahead and open up the dialog box, and the game will automatically pause. So I'm just going to choose to save the memory snapshot. So we go up to here and select that. And there. And now I'm going to go ahead and another one. Why? Because maybe I want to just restore the last one I took, because I'm in the middle of a game. I died, I restore, I die again. I just want to restore another one. So let's create a new one here. Another new one, and do that. And I'm going to use F6 for that. And I'm going to choose the keystroke for it. So there's F6. I come over here, I go to the drop down, and I want to load that last memory snapshot. There. So I'm ready to go. Now, when you close this dialog box, it's going to prompt you to save your changes. So you got to make sure you do that. You click here, you say yes, because that's the location of the file. And just go ahead and click on the yes box, and you're ready to go. So you have all these saves that you can restore during games, so you have your best game possible. But guess what? You can actually go up here to the menu just from a cold boot, load a game, and go ahead and restore from there. So if we go to the menu up here and we just select the restore, and again, we have several here. I'm just going to choose one, the Asteroids. After a few seconds, it pulls it off the disk, and there it is. So all I have to do to play Asteroids is go up here to the top left, click on the yellow play icon, and I'm right back in the game, right where I left off. So to further demonstrate this, I'm going to stop right there, go right back up here, click, and choose a completely different game, Wolfenstein, one of the middle levels I've saved. I click on it, but sure enough, boom, it loads the game. Takes a couple seconds maybe, and there it is. I click on the play button, and I'm right back in the game again, right where I left off. So I stopped and thought about it because I've never done this before, so I decided to test this for other software. So here I am booting up into a game or a program called Easy Draw that I used dozens and dozens of years ago, which I did some technical drawings while I was in the military. And so I just opened the stuff up here, got my work. Here's one of the drawings I did, loaded it up, and there we are. So now I should be able to save this. Sure enough, if I go right back to the same menu up here and I do the snapshot menu, and I'm going to go ahead and save it, and I choose one here, or actually I'm going to create a new one, which is the name of the software in this particular one, which drawing I have open, and I can save that. So let's reboot. So we go here to the reboot menu. I immediately stop, come up here to the restore menu and say load snapshot, and I go find the snapshot I just created, and there it is there. Bam! I'm back in the software just where I left off. And as you can see here, I can go right here and say, do whatever I want. I can edit stuff. I'm actually back in the program on the drawing that I left off at. There is one caveat, though, both for games and for this. You have to have the same hard drive mapped, and you also have to have the same video resolution map, like monochrome or not. So here's my drives. I'm going here to the one that's for GDOS, so that I can run this particular type of program. So if I save as, I still have that path available to me. And as I mentioned, besides the drives, you have to have your computer set up for the monochrome or color. Those kind of things have to be set before you restore the particular software. So there you have it, using Steam's software to save and restore games to get unlimited lives, and also to use them to restore software you might be working on without even having to boot. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you want more, you can just click on subscribe. You can also follow me on Facebook or Twitter. The links are in the description of the video.